Today's sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight. He gets up a nice game.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, Stafford. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry now for Pierre Strong. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mills now. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. John Smith, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
For the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I can beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, just the way I'm feeling. I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trench. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Taken from just outside the 30. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Our first down throw for Mills. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Touchdown, New Orleans! Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you get a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
From the 8, it's third and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They go play action. Mills. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Trying the left side with Kamara. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep your defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Again, it's Kamara. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action now. Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play fake, Mills. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On play action, Mills. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jonnu Smith, an 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Akers. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. A give running right is Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
From the 22, Mills. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, He knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory now. We'll see what transpires.
But how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Akers. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams have cut the lead back down to 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, Mills. He completes it to Olave. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake, Mills. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Mills throw caught by Olave. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mills throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Coming left is Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't...
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53, ready.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a give. Akers running left. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Right back to him on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Gerald Henderson, the LA ball carrier, brought down at the 2-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Akers again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, first and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Mills. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. To throw on second and 6. Mills. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Mills back to throw. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now it's Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is